Episode title, Europe's Carbon Pricing Conundrum. Intro music, Midnight to 030. Host, welcome to Sustainable Insights, the podcast where we explore the latest developments in environmental policy and their impact on businesses and communities. I'm your host, Naim, and today we're discussing Europe's carbon pricing strategy. The European Union has been a trailblazer in climate action, but it seems that green goals are now running into fears about competitiveness. Let's dive into the details. Segment 1, Introduction to Carbon Pricing, 030 to 5 o'clock. Host, to understand the context, let's start with the basics. Carbon pricing is a mechanism that puts a financial cost on emitting carbon dioxide, the primary greenhouse gas responsible for climate change. The European Union's emissions trading system, or EU ETS, is one of the world's largest carbon markets, covering over 11,000 power plants and industrial sites. However, with the rising costs of energy and geopolitical tensions, there are growing concerns about the competitiveness of European industries. Segment 2, The Competitiveness Concerns, 5 to 10 o'clock. Host, as the EU aims to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by at least 55% by 2030, the carbon price has been increasing steadily. While this is good news for the environment, it has led to fears that European industries will become less competitive globally. The concern is that high carbon prices will drive energy-intensive businesses, such as steel and cement production, to relocate to regions with less stringent climate policies, a phenomenon known as carbon leakage. This could not only undermine the EU's climate goals but also lead to job losses and economic instability. Segment 3, Easing Carbon Pricing, 10 to 1500 hours. Host, in response to these concerns, the European Commission has proposed several measures to ease the burden of carbon pricing on European industries. This includes introducing a Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, or CBAM, which would impose a carbon levy on imports from countries with less stringent climate policies. Additionally, there are plans to expand the use of free allowances for certain industries and to provide additional funding for innovation and decarbonization efforts. Conclusion, 15 to 1600 hours. Host, as the EU navigates the delicate balance between its green goals and competitiveness concerns, one thing is clear: the path to a low-carbon economy will require careful planning, coordination, and innovation. Join us next time on Sustainable Insights as we explore more stories from the intersection of business, policy, and the environment. Outro music, 16 to 1630. Host, thank you for listening. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please reach out to us. Until next time, goodbye.